Today we are in Marietta Square.
Yes, Marietta Square. It has a lot to offer. We'll talk about things to do, places to see around the square, and of course, we'll touch on real estate. Stay tuned.
Hello everybody, this is Gamalier, broker realtor with Sturgis Realty Group.
And I'm Alan Rios. I'm the realtor with the Sturgis Realty Group here in Metro Atlanta.
And today we are in the beautiful Marietta Square. What a great place.
Yeah, this place is a gem, Gamalier.
Yes, it is.
It's located in the Metro Atlanta area, very close to a lot of things around this area. And it's a place you definitely want to check out.
And the location obviously is pretty easy. We're only 10 minutes from I-75.
Yep.
And we're talking about 30 to 35 minutes from downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, and also easy access to the airport too. You take I-75 to 285 and you can get to the Atlanta airport within 30 to 35 minutes.
And it's definitely a gem here, Marietta Square. Easy to get to, so if you're here in Atlanta just for one day or a few days, definitely this is a place to check out in Atlanta.
Yeah, and we're located in Glover Park, which is the heart of Marietta Square. And when you look around Gamalier from our location, all you see are restaurants, boutique shops, right? Antique shops. They've got everything here.
And ice cream also.
Oh yeah, ice cream and candy stores too, as well.
And obviously the park here also has a location, also a little train station park here the kids love, right behind us here. And it's a great place for the kids love it, and they could play there the whole day.
Yeah, and a little history to this park. Back in the early 19th century, the land was donated by Major John Glover. And there was a special stipulation you may want to tell everybody about.
And obviously the special stipulation was a good one. It obviously says that this must be a park, retain to be a park. If they change this square here, it will go back to the family. So definitely this is a place that is beautiful. I don't see it going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
But that's the major stipulation of this Glover Park. This has to remain a park. If not, it will go back again. They change it in the future to the family who owned it before.
I mean, this is a big gathering place, so you can't imagine this park going away, you know? This is a place where people come and have picnics, Gamalier, right?
Yes.
People come here and take pictures. They even have weddings.
Yes, and obviously there's a lot of also a concert series here. Behind us here, we have the stage also, with a lot of concerts happening in the summer. And like Alan mentioned, this is a good place for picnic. It's a good place for photos. Sure. And it's definitely real busy on the weekends, and during the week you still have a lot of action going in this area.
Yeah, there's always something going on around the park. So we'll talk about the calendar of events coming up soon. But Marietta is surrounded by some great cities, Gamalier, and we've covered all these cities in our video library. Starting up north of us just is Kennesaw, so it's another great place to live, work, and play.
And also here, not far from here, connected to the Marietta area too, is Smyrna, which is another city that we also have a video, and we cover Smyrna. Take a look at the video. It's a great city also that you could, go and do shopping and everything. But obviously, the square here has everything. Because like we mentioned, you could spare a whole day here.
Yes, you can.
And it's a great place.
It is. And, so when you think about those cities, I mean, they're relatively close. They have a lot to offer, but you come to Marietta Square, you can spend the entire day or even weekend here, right? There's just so much to see. It's almost impossible to see everything here in one day, right?
It is. There's so many to do. But obviously, that we love to eat, we love restaurants. So we got to start with our favorite restaurants in the area and tell you a little about what other restaurants and what's going on in here.
Exactly. And there's one restaurant that's very dear to my heart, Gamalier, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But some of the restaurants here, if you're looking for international cuisine, they've got it covered here, right?
They got everything here, from Colombian food, from Greek food, from French food, from Thai. There's everything here.
Southern food.
Southern, obviously, also. Yeah. So obviously, but one of my favorite restaurants, obviously, here is Dulce de France, which is located here in the square area. And obviously, what it is, it's a French restaurant / bakery. The bakery there is amazing. You definitely need to check it out. The desserts there there's nothing better than a French dessert. So go check out Dulces de France. And also they serve lunch also. And they have 2 locations, one in Roswell too. But the one here in the Marietta Square, you definitely need to check it out.
Yeah, you can't beat it. I also like Tycoon and Sushi Restaurant. It's a great place if you're looking for Thai food and some Japanese food, or if you love sushi, you definitely want to check that place out. And the one that I was talking about that's really dear to my heart, right, Gamalier?
Yes, it is.
That's where I met the most beautiful woman in my life, who means so much to me, is Taqueria Tsunami. And that's where we met on our first date.
And that's where all the action started, right? You want to tell us a little more about how was that day?
Oh, it was a fantastic day. You know, it was on a Sunday. I was waiting for her outside the restaurant, saw her come in. We had a nice conversation, had some great lunch and drinks, and you know, the rest is history. We hit it off and we got married.
Congratulations. And also, obviously, one of the great places here, if you love burger, is obviously
Stockyard, yeah.
Stockyard Burger.
Oh, that place is great.
That place is amazing. Every time I come here, I love to eat their burgers. But there's so many restaurants in here. Obviously, you got the famous pizza place here too.
Yeah, the Marietta Pizza Company, which is right off the corner of the Marietta Square here of Glover Park. So you definitely want to check that out. I mean, they've got it covered here. And they also have the Red Hair Brewing Company. If you love beer, you know, try different types of beers that they have brewing at that place. It's a great place just to hang out and chill. And they also bring some food trucks too to kind of go with your drinks.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that.
And obviously they also have several coffee shops here. I mean, we got the national known Starbucks here in the area, but you have a beautiful local, which is a Bean here, Cold Bean. It's a small little coffee shop. And don't forget, if you go to that coffee shop, go in the back, the patio. It's beautiful back there. Sit down, have a great coffee, and enjoy there either the summer or the winter time. It is a great coffee shop to stop by.
That's right. They have some really cool little alleyways too, right behind the building. So you got to realize, a lot of these buildings here are historic buildings in the Marietta Square. So they date back to what? 1900s, 1800s?
Early. You're going back to the early 19th century. Yes.
So, you know, a lot of history just walking around here. And if I did not mention, 6 museums within walking distance, Gamalier.
Yes.
So you get a lot of history right here in the Marietta Square area.
You definitely need to check out the museum, which obviously they're great, but they also have 2 theaters here located walking distance where you could catch a good show also.
The Strand Theater, which is right behind us.
Yes.
And they also have a rooftop, so if you want some drinks, you got a nice view of the Marietta Square. So definitely check that out, especially during the warmer months. Obviously, you know, we're warm today in our jackets, you know, because it's a little chilly outside. And then we've got another company, which is the Theater on the Park, which is located, you know, just opposite of us right here. And that's another place, or Theater on the Square, I should say.
Yes.
And that's where they have a lot of plays and shows, and definitely check out their calendar events there too to see what's going on.
And that's right next to Marietta Pizza.
That is.
And actually they do some great shows there, so definitely support and check it out. And I mean, there's so much to do here, but another spot that is newer to the area that has a lot of restaurants.
Oh my gosh, the Marietta Market Square?
Yes.
It's the only food hall in Marietta, so you definitely have to check it out. Gamalier, they've got like 18 restaurants, right? 2 bars, and I mean, you can get food from all over the globe, right?
Yeah, and one of the new places there that, you know, I was telling you earlier about is the Lobster Cousins there, which is a little story.
Cousins, Maine.
The Cousins, Maine, and we're out of Rhode Island. There was just a small company of 1 truck, and all started when they went to Shark Tank. The famous Shark Tank show. And they actually, Barbara Corcoran
invested in them,
on them, and now they're all over the place, and they're located here in Marietta, actually on the food hall here.
Yeah, so Cousins Maine Lobster, check it out. That's in that food hall. And you know, that food hall has everything. They've got a Cuban place, D-Cuban, if you're looking for a Cuban sandwich. I mean, so they've got restaurants galore in there as far as whatever your tastes, you know, appeal to you.
So they got many restaurants here, you have to check it out. But also, obviously, Marietta is known for their concerts, festivals, and a lot of activities that happen here on the square.
Oh yeah, the calendar of events, I mean, stretch, right? Throughout the entire year. I don't think they miss a month. There's always something going on here.
There's definitely something,
We'll talk about the concert series. We talked about the stage that's located here in Glover Park. And that's where they had the concert series during the months of May through September.
Yes. And I believe that's the last Friday of the month, all the way from the springtime, all the way through the summer. You could catch the summer here, and they also do the series of during lunchtime too. Yeah,
the brown bag series, which is neat. It's
very neat.
I found that out recently, but it's one of those things where if you come out here and work in the Marietta Square area or around the area here, you can come and bring your lunch and just listen to some tunes. Listen to some live music. So that's pretty neat.
And obviously right behind us, we had the famous fountain at the Marietta Square.
Yes.
Also. And also this
great picture spot right there.
It is. Everybody, you find everybody taking the picture there all the time. And obviously you have a famous bell here also.
Yes. So they got the replica of the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. So it's right behind us, right behind the fountain there. So you can check that out. If you've never been to Philly to see the Liberty Bell, well, you can see the replica of the bell in this park, in Glover Park.
And obviously talking about festivals that happen here, one of my famous and beautiful festivals that I like to attend is the beautiful art. It's the
Chalktoberfest.
That's definitely beautiful. And I mean, it's amazing art.
Oh, it is. I mean, some of the drawings are phenomenal. And some of them are 3D. So it looks like they're coming out from the ground, right?
Yeah.
And they do the art all around the square, along the streets that surround the square here. And not only do they have that chalk art, they also have beer. So that's the reason why they call it Chalktoberfest. It's during the month of October.
Yes.
So they have food, drinks, and it's a place where you want to bring your kids as well, because they got games going on during the weekend.
And one of my favorite places, actually, I have to say, is the ice cream shop right across the park, which is a great place. They make the ice cream there, so it's a great place to eat if you love ice cream, and the kids love it too. And it's also next to the candy store too there.
Yeah, so you got two places you can hit door to door, right? Real quick there. The Taste of Marietta, right? It's another great festival that happens here on the weekend in April, and you're going to be tasting all the restaurants that are around the square here, showcasing their food, right?
Yes, and it's a great place if you want to taste a little about what's going on around all the square. It's a good time to come and eat a little ice cream.
Yeah, and it gives you a flair of what's going on around here as far as the food is concerned. So if you haven't been to some of the restaurants, you can actually try some of their samples here during the Taste of Marietta. So that's just some of the events, Gamalier. We could keep going on, but those are some of the big events that kind of really stand out here in the Marietta Square.
Yeah, like Alan mentioned, all through the year they do events here in the square, and we could put in more information on the screen to name all the events so you can get an idea of what's going on through the year. But also we want to mention obviously a little about real estate.
Yeah, so people come to the Marietta Square area and they're looking around here. So they're probably wondering, what would it cost to live where I can actually walk to the square and enjoy all the stuff that's around me here, right?
Yes, and so what we did is we're going to give you an idea of what the value currently right now, where this is January 2022, the new year, Happy New Year.
2022, look at that.
And we want to give you the values. If you want to buy a home or a townhouse condo that is just walking distance from the square, we want to give you the values of how much that will cost right now.
Yeah, so we looked at a 1 mile radius from Marietta Square, Glover Park, just to kind of give you an idea. So if you're looking to like maybe bicycle here or walk here, at least it's a distance where it's manageable. So when we look at home prices, Gamalier, let's talk about some of those home prices here.
Well, when we look at home prices right here, one of the lowest home that we find in the market, lowest price right now available, is a 2-bedroom older home with 1 bathroom, and that is at price at $235K, $235,000. That's one of the lowest. So older home again. Exactly. It needs some little bit of work. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom at $235. And when we look at one of the highest prices available right now in the market, it's a little over $1 million. One of the things about Marietta Square, obviously, that they're known for traditional home and also
a lot of
historical homes. Yeah. They go back into the early 19th century. And also now recently, the past 10 years, you see a lot of new construction coming into the square also.
Yeah, especially when it comes to townhomes. We've seen a lot of that around here, closer to the Marietta Square. So as far as the single family homes that we were talking about, ranging from the low to mid 200s to over $1 million, the median price, Gamalier, is right around $509,000.
And that again, that's currently now on the market that we're talking in the early January 2022. Now, when we look at the condo market and townhouse, interesting market here.
Yeah.
Obviously, one thing about the square is that there's not that many condos available here in the square. Mainly are a lot of newer attached, obviously, townhouses available in the market currently now here around the town. Yeah. Around the Marietta Square area.
Just off the park here, a couple of blocks going towards the east, you'll notice they've got some new construction with townhomes that have come up in the area, and that actually has brought the price up of the townhomes in the area. The newer construction has allowed for an increase in price. So we'll talk about that when it comes to condos and townhomes, but mostly townhomes within the 1 mile radius here. We're looking at the lowest price right around $350,000 all the way up to the low 700s.
Yes, and again, those are prices are mostly newer townhouses available in the area. And they feel like houses, not just, they don't feel like town. They're pretty much a good size townhouse. Typically they're 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and a good space for a smaller family. Yeah. So they're definitely, those townhouses, we find that there are a lot of small families move to the area because they walkability. Obviously you can walk to restaurant, you can walk to shopping, and you can do everything walking distance around the Marietta Square area. Exactly, and the median price, when we take that into consideration, right around $600,000. So yes, it sounds real high, but remember, 50% are below that, 50% are above that, and it's really focusing on the newer construction in the Marietta Square area. So that's a little taste of the real estate in the Marietta Square. This is a great location. As I mentioned, we talked about it. It's a gem here in Metro Atlanta, very close to the downtown area. So it's a place you definitely want to check out. Well, the interesting fact about real estate in this area is that townhouses right now, median price is higher than a home price in the area. And that's because of the new construction that's going on around here. But if you're looking to expand outside of the Marietta Square, it's a little bit more affordable. Correct. So if you're looking we want to make sure we emphasize that. Definitely. So if you want to drive just a little bit, or you want to be in the bike and do a few miles away from the square, you can definitely find a little more affordability when it comes to houses and when it comes to condos and also homes in the area. So definitely, if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home in the Marietta Square area, or invest in the area, we help work with a lot of investors all through Metro Atlanta who are looking to a great place to invest. You definitely have to consider this great place of Marietta Square. All right, so hopefully we provided you a lot of helpful information there on the Marietta Square. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.